Ready and waiting.
I shall follow your order.
Headmaid Rena, at your service. One, two, yes, all accounted for.
Meow Meow Story.
I'm here, guys! I'm ready to go!
Hello, Nekomata. Seeing as you're ready, let's not waste any time. I'll go over how we sort our videotapes, and you can get to work.
Heart.
Huh? Work? Hang on a minute. Didn't you agree on a commission to take me and a client into a hollow?
Didn't your message say Nicole wanted you to work here to pay off your debt?
That's not what I meant! I was talking about working down in the hollows. It might look like she has a bank account where her conscience should be, but Nicole has been pretty good to me.
Sorry for the misunderstanding. But seeing as we're going down into a hollow, shouldn't the rest of the cunning hairs be here too?
I came up with this commission myself. I'm not sure how to put this. Before, I got everybody into a real pickle with Vision, but Nicole still asked me to stay. Now that the cunning hairs are in the red, I think it's time for me to see what I can do!
Hustling side gigs to make ends meet while the boss can't afford to pay out wages. How admirable.
Well, ever heard of a fortune cat? And once I get back from this gig with my pay, I'm gonna make the old poker face say, Nekomata, you really are the very model of a cunning hair.
LOL.
I thought you and Anby had made up already.
It's not about making amends. It's about the competitive mindset of professionals. Being at Gentle House is a job after all. Besides, even street gangs have performance metrics these days. How about it, Faithin? I've got a lucrative commission set up. You want in?
Give me the details on this commission first.
No problem. Here's the situation. There's this company that lost a bunch of etheric resources down in a hollow. They're recruiting skilled agents and proxies to do some field surveys down there, in the hopes of one day retrieving it all.
Sounds easy enough, but field surveys aren't usually a terribly lucrative commission.
Relax. This is just the first step. Think about it. The company needed to find help on Internaut just to run some field surveys. When it comes to the official recovery later on, they'll definitely be looking for more.
Ah, I see what you mean. Resource recovery definitely pays well. I expect people will be fighting over who gets that commission. But if we've already worked with them before, then we'll be their first choice.
We sure will. That's Phaethon for ya, razor-sharp brains. You gotta cast out a long line to catch a big fish. So, you interested in the commission now?
So, what about our payment?
Fish.
Split it, 50-50. How about it? Pretty good, huh? I'll go confirm the place and time with the client, and then we can get straight to it.
Ready and waiting. Awaiting for head-made Rena at your service. Ready and waiting.
I'm at your thank you for the recognition.
Master, this time I am a limited edition version of Fairy. Fairy Cat, at your service.
LOL.
Please follow the guide to the end of the route we're surveying inside the hollow. Fairy Cat suggests you find the guide first. Meow.
Meow.
Your virtual assistant is getting on my nerves. That guy is our guide, right?
Hi, you're Nekomata, right? Allow me to, introduce myself. I'm Ollie, and I'm in charge of this operation.
Operation? This is just a field survey. Is it like a trend for companies to use fancy names?
I mean, this time at least I'm your client. Yes, client and guide. Speaking of which, our proxy isn't here yet?
We're both right here?
Miss Nekomata, please don't kid around. It's just you and me here. No others?
He doesn't seem to realize this bamboo right under his nose is a proxy.
Follow at Metabilisflora on Twitter. Twitter.com/Metabilisflora.
Ollie, I'm the other one.
Who's there?
Meow! My ears! Sorry I wasn't clear before, Ollie. But please, keep Siren's hearing in mind. So, as you can see, this talking bamboo is our proxy.
Oh, is that so? My bad. Whew, well, that was embarrassing, letting you see that side of me. But I promise I'm still a reliable guy. Please, lean on me. Just as much as I'm leaning on this stalagmite right now. See, chatting and laughing so freely like this, while being so close to an ether crystal, whew, that's more than enough to demonstrate my aptitude for it. Did the crystal just move? Oh, don't tell me!
Oh, it's one of those inactive sleeping at the...
An ethereal!
Hey, calm down! I said it's just an inactive ethereal.
Oh brother.
Oh no, looks like he's totally panicking.
Well, let's take care of the ethereal first and talk after. Let's get rid of these ethereals first. It's gonna hit me!
I'll help you.
All right.
We're safe. Miss Nekomata, I was blown away by your heroism just then.
I'm glad to hear it, but in the future, could you please not wander aimlessly around the battlefield so much? I don't want you to get hurt. When I read the notes for this job, I assumed you'd be a little more... composed. I didn't expect companies would have such different requirements for holo surveyors.
Diversity is... it's highly valued by the company.
Sus.
Fine. I'm really not the best at dealing with ethereals. But I've got a few tricks up my sleeve when it comes to recovering etheric resources.
Really? Then I guess I'll trust you. Well, since you mentioned etheric resource recovery, there's no sense hiding it. What we really want is to help support your resource recovery business in the future. So, if everything goes smoothly today, could you have a word with your boss and help us get in on the follow-up commission?
Oh, yeah, of course. No problem, just leave it up to me.
We're counting on you, Mia. Tell you the truth, I've been planning on switching careers recently.
Meow.
Working for a big fancy company like yours ought to pay better than hustling on internet for myself, right?
Sure does.
Can you tell us how much of a cut you take for recovering etheric resources like this?
Oh, yeah, my cut, it's... well, it's...
How silly of me, Mia. You work for a company, so you must get a fixed salary plus bonuses. But I guess that's confidential.
Yes, I have to keep that a secret. That is very considerate of you, Miss Nekomata. I won't disclose exactly how much it is then.
Cool. Let's not talk about salaries right now then. Shall we get started with surveying the route?
Oh, okay. Just let me look up the exact details here.
Psst. Hey, Ethan. What do you think of this Ollie guy? Are we whispering because you don't want him to hear my opinion? I feel like he's a little weird. He talked about working with this company, but his story's full of holes. It's obvious he's not familiar with them.
My thoughts exactly.
What do you think, Roxy? He seems like a fake. Maybe he's just a punk who got a tip-off and is trying to hustle some money from down in a hollow. I thought so too. Working with you sure saves a lot of hassle. But I'm confused about why he's still forcing himself to come in here when he's obviously terrified. There must be something going on behind the scenes. Maybe there's a big score waiting to be revealed. In any case, let's finish up this commission with him, then find a way to figure out what's really going on.
Smart girl.
I've confirmed the surveyed route. Please stick together. Stay on my heels.
Mr. Ollie!
Oh, wait a minute, what's that noise? Would you go check ahead?
Master, Ollie refuses to proceed due to an unusual acoustic occurrence. I suggest you go and investigate.
Sus. Among Us.
Phew. Well, luckily that's not an enemy. We should get out of here. Oh, over there!
Talking about work, Mr. Ollie, what do you...
What's that? Oh, there's something wobbling around! Straight ahead! Can you go check?
Boo-hoo. What a baby.
Master, there is an unknown object moving around in the ruins ahead. Ollie is scared stiff and unable to continue. Please head there and investigate.
Rasmusrot be creeping now.
Can't wait to go shopping after getting my pay.
There is some writing on the wall ahead. Ollie believes this may be a useful marker. Proceed forward. Do check it out.
You should thank me! Move it right now!
I'm ready. You cannot stop me.
See the advantage.
I'm up!
Not to support. Wow, kindly fall into despair.
Here to assist. Quickly.
Ethereals are way too scary. We should get out of here. Over there!
And I thought the cats was supposed to be the scaredy one.
Let me handle that locked door ahead. I forgot to bring the key card.
Seems like we can open the door with that button.
Can you... Can you please go take a look? The door's open. We should go this way now. Yeah. It should be safe around here. Oh, why are ethereals here all of a sudden? Take care of them. I'm begging you.
Move it right now!
Amateurs. Taking advantage.
You need a little help? I'm up! Time to sharpen my claws!
Apologies.
No problem!
Wow! You cannot stop me. I found you.
No way out for you! Lucky you! You're next! Over here! The ethereals have all been taken care of.
I want Nekomata.
Stretch. Can I walk behind you too?
Just follow me.
Oh, the surveyed route finishes right up there.
How can there be so many? They may be small, but I've got a weird feeling about this.
Ah! There! That's a big one!
Oh, is it really that scary? I'll get rid of them. Over here! It's gonna hit me!
As you will.
Taking advantage.
You cannot stop me.
Apologies.
Are you feeling it? I found you.
Now I got that! Time to sharpen my claws! Watch your back! Over here!
Wow.
You can't escape.
Phew, that's great. That's a wrap for the commission, thanks to the both of you. Couldn't have gotten it all done today without you.
Easy clap. Hee.
As for your payment, once we exit the Hollow, I'll have funds transferred to Miss Nekomata's Internet account. Oh, and don't worry, I'll be putting in a good word for you two back at the company.
Okay, we're counting on you, Mia.
Meow.
Now that our business is done and dusted, shall we head out of the Hollow now?
No problem. Me and the proxy will find the fastest and safest route out of the Hollow. This is how a proxy makes a living, so we can't let you listen in. Sorry about that.
I understand. I'll just stand over there and turn my back to you. You can trust me.
We can't trust him.
Darn it. I was so busy and flustered the whole time I never got around to asking this guy about his true purpose and identity. We don't have time. We have to leave the Hollow soon and then everyone will go their separate ways.
Don't worry, Nekomata. We'll figure something out. Back when you were with the gang, did you ever come across anything like this?
Back when I was in the gang? Proxy. Speaking of street gangs, that reminds me. It's time to use my secret ability. Watch this. Got it. Now let me see what this so-called guide Ollie has on him. Huh? Wait, these are handcuffs?
It's the Popo. Oh. Could be a kink lamau.
Please respect other people's hobbies, Nekomata. Put that back. It's private.
Hold up, Belle. Fairy just detected a string of numbers on the handcuffs that match the same format used by public security.
What? These handcuffs belong to a public security officer?
Miss Nekomata, Proxy, how's your chat going? I think I can hear some ethereals nearby. What are my handcuffs doing over? I mean, they're not my not handcuff. Oh.
Tell us the truth, Ollie. Why do you have public security handcuffs on you?
It's that I found those handcuffs.
Oh, so you just found them somewhere. Well then, that's completely fine, yeah?
Meow.
Oof.
Well now, Ollie. I took you for a rookie thief judging by the way you cowered like a chicken in the Hollow. I never thought you'd steal something from a public security officer. I thought I could get a nice score from your commission, but seems we ought to be grateful you haven't landed us in even more trouble. And these handcuffs that you just found? What kind of incompetent officer would lose their own equipment? Any cop who lets you take their cuffs off them must be a real weakling.
Please don't insult public security officers. A public security officer has to grit his teeth and endure arduous training. They have to stay up all night studying for exams, has to struggle to pass the strictest of screening. Only then can he become an officer.
Busted.
Why are you getting all virtuous all of a sudden? Hold up! Don't interrupt me! We want the truth, and get on with it! Who are you really, and why did you post a fake commission through a fake company?
It's... I can't tell you.
Can't tell us? Are you still not
Hi.
grasping the situation? Let me see. Since you're not cooperating, I guess I'll just have to throw you to the ethereals in here. Oh boy, we killed so many of their friends today. I bet they're gonna be real happy to see you. right? How about now? Ready to talk?
I won't tell. Even if you feed me to the ethereals, I won't.
What is up with this guy? He's scared out of his wits, but he still won't talk.
Hold on, Nekomata. I've just matched the serial number from these handcuffs to an officer. Ollie, male. Team 4, Criminal Investigations Division at Janus 12th Precinct. That's who this guy is.
Huh? No, wait. This guy is actually a public security officer?
I mean, it was obvious when she snatched the handcuffs. Oh, right. I forgot.
All right, we've made it out. Well, officer.
What?
You said you wouldn't hold us liable before, so let's say our goodbyes right here then.
Please, please, wait. Miss Nekomata, before you leave, can you reassure me that you're both good people, and that you will not tell anyone anything about meeting me today?
I'm not cute.
My mission today was top secret. I need to make sure no one harboring ulterior motives learns this information.
Okay, don't worry. If we had any ulterior motives, we would have snuck off and left you with the ethereals. Way back when we first realized you weren't who you claimed to be.
Oh, I see. Of course. That makes sense. Wait, you knew I wasn't with the company all along?
Can I be honest? Ollie, your acting is really, really bad.
Honestly, how could your boss or your coworkers let you go alone on a mission like this?
Because this operation was at my personal request. I've been a public security officer for years now, but I still can't get over my phobia of ethereals. I've screwed up a few operations, and these days, I always get benched. There's been this really tough case, and we're short of leads. I thought maybe we could use Internaut to lure in our culprit with some crime-related info. If the plan worked, I'd be able to take credit for it, even if I wasn't involved with the operation later on. If I was lucky, I might even have gotten a certificate.
I wouldn't have taken you for someone so driven by personal gain.
That's my boss on the phone. 1 second. Hello? Boss, it's Ollie.
Where are you? Did you post to Internaut pretending to be a company going into a hollow?
Oop. Busted again.
It wasn't on purpose. Please don't fire me.
Fire you? Why would I fire you? You did great. If we can crack this case, you'll take first merit for it and land a handsome bonus. Get back to the precinct and get yourself ready for the next operation.
My boss praised me. All these years, my boss has finally praised me! Did you hear that? Not only do I get to keep going out with them on operations, but I might even get a bonus!
Oh, congratulations.
What am I gonna do?
You were just so happy. Why the long face?
Going on future operations with them means I definitely have to go back into a hollow again. And I'll mess things up as soon as we run into any ethereals.
You'll just have to work it out for yourself. Proxy, let's go!
Wait a sec! Miss Nekomata, Proxy, this may be a bit forward, but would you please consider becoming case consultants for public security and helping me to complete the mission?
Huh?
You know the truth about my Internaut commission. Making you case consultants feels much safer than just relying on a verbal promise. And what's more, Based on our previous adventure, when it comes to hollows, I can tell your abilities are far superior to mine. With your support, all those things I couldn't do before, they don't have to be pipe dreams any longer. This time, I really just might get a bonus.
Then if we say no, what are you gonna do?
If you really won't say yes, then I can only bid farewell to my Medal of Honor with tears in my eyes. And ask you once again to keep this confidential.
Yeah? That's it?
Meow?
I thought you were going to take us back to the precinct.
I'd never go back on my word. I swear it on my honor as an officer.
I gotta say, he really is just... Fine, Ollie. I reluctantly agree to this commission of yours, or your request for us to be case consultants, or whatever.
Really?
But on one condition. We charge a high fee. If we help you complete the mission, your entire bonus is ours.
That's fine with me. I'd rather have the prestige over any bonus.
Great. Then let's do it. Alright then, Proxy. Today's matter is settled. Let's head back. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? It feels weird.
I never thought you'd agree to team up with a public security officer, Negomata.
So what? I agreed to his request. What's so unbelievable about that? Don't worry, I won't lose us any money. I've heard that they pay out pretty decent bonuses. And if he's so willing to give up the whole thing, then why not? And Dolly might seem unreliable, but there were several times today when he surprised me. Perhaps there's more to this guy than meets the eye? Anyway, let's just wait for him to contact us if we're gonna be supporting him. We can talk about his case then.
Kittai. LOL.
These gangsters have been looting lost ether resources all over the Hollows for quite some time. Their methods are cruel, and they've amassed a substantial fortune. No precinct in any jurisdiction has been able to pin them down because they roam around, so the case remains unsolved. So here's what I'm thinking. First of all, we put out the word on Internaut that there's a large commission to recover ether resources. The commission which you and the Proxy got involved with last time. Then, we use ether resources from our evidence room as bait and set a trap by placing them in the Hollow. Finally, We wait for the gangsters to take the bait and then apprehend them all inside the hollow.
Sounds pretty solid. Then what?
Okay, well, then we officially adopt this as our battle plan.
Oh, well done then. It seems like you have a real talent for organizing plans.
It's just... 11th Precinct also wants in. And I've been promoted to head up the joint operation.
Why did you say just? You're starting to make me nervous.
You see, only the 11th Precinct has access to the ether resources and evidence. I'm about to go undercover into the hollow to set up the trap with 2 strangers from the General Affairs Department who I've never even met before. And my weakness will be exposed the second we run into any ethereals, and they won't exactly help me hide it, and then once my boss hears about it, I'm betting once again I'll...
So what? It's not like I can go meet them in your place. Cry and beg all you want. But I'm not gonna do anything that risky.
Of course. I'd never dream of getting you to do such a thing, Miss Nekomata.
Hey there, Cabby Skeletal Hipshake. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your time here.
Consultant, I just need you to take care of any ethereals along the way, so we can safely lay our bait.
Thank you for the
Case
follow.
consultant? Sounds more like a bodyguard.
Oh, not at all. Think of it as being temporary, unofficial personnel for public security. I've already filled in everyone back at the precinct about the case consultant who will be helping out with the operation.
It's really stressful working on an operation alongside this many officers. Kind of regret agreeing to help you.
Oh, please don't say that. This operation really needs you, Miss Nekomata. What if we use remote comms to keep in touch, and you can help me from a little further away? Then you won't have to talk to the other officers.
If that's an option, then I'll consider doing it. By the way, this case consultant thing, is there anything else I need to know about?
As you're effectively temporary unofficial personnel for public security, you'll need to comply with basically the same rules that current officers do. You'll be fine. You just need to memorize this simple 476-page new officer training manual.
Bruh, I can't even read Yu-Gi-Oh cards. How am I supposed to read a whole book with no pictures?
Is something wrong?
I know what to do, so just leave everything to me. And so that's what happened when I met Ollie just now.
From what I know about you, Nekomata, you're not gonna read a single page of that manual, right?
Course not. Who'd want to learn how to be a public security officer by reading all that? All I have to do is work with the officers from public security. It's no big deal. I'll just brush up on a few things beforehand. There's still some time before Ollie's mission, so I'll go study nearby and give you a buzz when it's time to go.
She's gone. She said she was going to study nearby. I don't exactly know how, though. Belle, why don't you go check on her? After all, you'll be going into the hollow together, so it's best we know what's going on.
Hee.
Awaiting for one.
I'm at your disposal.
Ready and wait. Head maid Rena. I'll follow your instructions.
Meow.
Ollie, I'm with the proxy at the coordinates you sent.
That's great! So, once I meet with the officers from the 11th Precinct, you just need to follow us in parallel from a distance. If anything happens, I'll request your immediate support through comms.
Just when the time comes, be quick about it instead of exercising your lung capacity.
I'll try my best to hold it in. After all, the other officers of the 11th Precinct will be with me.
I hear footsteps. Sounds like the other officers have arrived on your end. Good. Let's stay in touch.
Hey, but I haven't seen anyone else here yet.
Master, 2 young humans have been detected near you.
Huh? Hey, Holly. There are 2 people approaching me over here. What's going on?
That's impossible. I know I sent the correct meetup coordinates to the 11th Precinct. I'll pull up the chat history. Oh no! I did send the wrong one! I sent your coordinates instead! What are we gonna do?
I was just about to ask you that!
Get out of there before they see you! They won't be able to keep up with you!
I haven't done anything wrong. Why should I have to run? Besides, what happens to the operation if I leave?
The operation. I'll just go back and confess to my boss about my ethereal phobia. It's fine. At the very worst, they'll just take command of the operation from me. In any case, I'll take full responsibility. I would never create difficulties for you.
Ollie, it's great to hear that you're so loyal. But if you could not screw things up from the get-go, that would be even better.
Now's not the time for this, Belle. I need to plan out a route, so hurry up and decide.
Don't worry, Proxy. I'll handle this. Looks like I'll have to show off my skills from my old profession. Consider this a free lesson, Ollie. Watch and learn.
The rendezvous point should be close by.
Is that a girl over there? Did we get something wrong?
Hey, are you 2 from the next precinct over? You're in the right place. Codename Operation Watch and Wait. I'm Ollie from Team 4 Criminal Investigations at the 12th Precinct, and I'm in charge of today's operation.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Delaney from General Affairs at the 11th Precinct, and this is Huggins.
LOL.
We humbly apologize if we caused any offense just now. We'll cooperate in full and carry out all orders to finish the mission.
You don't have to be so formal. We've never met, and it's an undercover sting, so it's completely normal to be guarded about anyone nearby the meeting point. And without 11th Precinct support, we could never carry out this operation. So I should be thanking you.
I didn't think you'd be so young, Officer Ollie, or so easygoing. When I heard the name Ollie, I imagined an old guy in a stained tan suit with heavy bags under his eyes.
LOL.
Oh, they're talking about me.
This guy has a very specific imagination.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Huggins is just like that. And what were you just saying about being specific?
Oh, what I mean is, everyone's here now, so let's hurry up and be specific in our mission.
Roger. We've already marked out several alternative coordinates, so please come with us.
Oh, we fooled them. We actually fooled them!
Don't relax just yet, Ollie. That was just the beginning. They're gonna have more questions along the way. The real test is only just getting started. Anyway, find somewhere safe nearby to hide and keep an eye on things. If I need info from you, be ready to tell me quickly. Understand?
Right. Understood.
Officer, we've already marked 3 deployment points. This is the first location. This is the second.
She's so cool.
And this is the final one.
Very well. We'll go investigate as per usual. Hollows are unpredictable. Stay close to me. Watch your step. Avoid the ethereals.
Hi.
We've reached the deployment point. Setting up the bait now.
Wait. I hear something strange.
How come there are so many ethereals here?
Thank you so much for subscribing, Doc Toka. Your support means a lot to Metabilis. Enjoy the emotes and all the fun in the stream.
Thank you for the sub. Heart. Reminder that we are I think 8 subs away from rolling a new emote. My sub counter hasn't updated. Think you need to share it and then it will update. Since my bot somehow sees subs without people sharing it. We have that already. Share your sub message thing or it won't count.
Time to change.
I'm up!
Say no more.
At DocToka mobile. Well, that's a whole other world.
No problem.
But hey, at least you get to enjoy my witty banter all to yourself, right? Wink asterisk.
That'll teach ya.
I'm not cute.
Feeling right here. Deepest apologies. You cannot stop me.
At your service.
Check this out!
Ready and waiting.
What's the that? Time to sharpen my claws!
Easy.
I never expected a bunch of ethereals to jump out of nowhere like that. But they're dealt with.
You sure took them all out quickly, Ollie. I barely had a chance to react.
Yeah, no wonder your average combat scores at the 12th precinct were higher than ours last month. Turns out it's all because of you.
Come on, you're all exaggerating. We're only up on you by 0.2 points. And combat scores are really only for internal use anyway. They're worth nada in the real world. Your precincts
At
have been
Nikasari
closing
30,
cases?
meta,
Now
cute as a
that's
button,
the real
right?
achievement.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be adorable like her? Just embrace the cuteness, meta.
Yeah? Didn't I
Wink
hear you all
asterisk.
cracked a whopper of a case a little while back, though?
You're probably thinking of those inter-district raids carried out by the 14th precinct, right? We can't take any credit for that.
Ah, I see.
I'm not
That's
cute.
a real shame.
Right? If we don't catch these gangsters and their ether loot, then I don't know what I'm gonna write in my annual report this year.
Wow, even an elite officer like yourself has to worry about writing reports. I feel like you're one of us now.
It's much harder being a desk jockey than catching criminals in the hollows. But the word limit for reports this year has been reduced, thanks to all the spam your precinct put out last time.
That was actually Huggins over here. In his report, he wrote out 20 times. Being a public security officer is the greatest job in the whole world. Becoming a better officer is my core meaning in life.
Delaney, you swore you'd never tell anyone about that. Anyway, it's better than what you wrote. If you can't
At
afford to
Doc
raise
Toka,
my salary,
banning
I
me.
hope you raise my pension
That's a
by
bold move,
20%.
Doc Toka. But hey, you can't ban the sassiness out of me. Wink asterisk.
But that's what I really thought.
You two are sure interesting.
Huh. I never expected Miss Nekomata to know so much about our inter-precinct gossip. It's like I didn't even need to come along at all.
Isn't that a good thing? Why you getting all self-pitying?
Huh? Officer Ollie, what's that about pity?
I meant, there's nowhere good to place those ether resources here. And that's a real pity.
Ah, you're right. Let's push on and check out our next option then. We probably shouldn't deploy here. It's too dangerous.
Next, let's go over there.
The space here seems pretty unstable. We've reached the deployment point. Setting up the bait now.
Master, a hollow shift has just occurred. You are now in an area affected by spatial distortion.
Great. A hollow shift wasn't part of our plan.
Don't panic, that's normal. I've dealt with it.
Master, we found an old projector. I can play its memory data for you.
Down, right, up, down.
I have discovered a note. I suggest picking it up and taking a look. The note reads, Red is a liar.
Go up then.
It's the exit!
Hehe. I am anime.
I thought one of the first 2 locations would surely be suitable. Lucky we didn't spend too much time on them.
You the new hot gotcha game.
It's so nice to have such an elite on the team. Officer Ollie, you've achieved incredible success at such a young age. Could you tell us which school you graduated from?
Which school?
Oh, right. This is me. Argyle's campus.
Yeah, it was Argyle's campus.
Hey, isn't that the school where tuition is free?
Huggins, watch your mouth! Sorry, Officer Ollie. Huggins didn't mean anything bad about your old school. It's just, you're so skilled, we thought you must be from an elite academy.
So which year did you graduate?
Oh, that's me again. Class of 45.
Class of 45.
Huh? 45? Wasn't that years ago? The graduates from that class must be nearly 40 now, right?
Uh-oh. Busted.
Yeah, but ma'am, you don't even look 30, let alone 40.
This might be difficult, Belle, but now's not the time to go blank. Hurry up and think of something.
Hang on. Officer Ollie, could it be that your real identity is, in fact...
My real identity?
a child prodigy who skipped grades to get into the academy super early for her age?
Huh? You got me! I can't hide anything from you. I was actually an orphan who was taken in. My foster mom was always so kind to me, but she made some bad investments. So our finances were never good.
Ah, I see. So you're the oldest in a family with lots of foster siblings. You lived in a tiny house at the mercy of the elements, your whole family squeezed into but a single bed.
Dunno where he's getting all that information from, but sure.
As the oldest kid, you'd secretly eat moldy crusts while carving off the good bits of bread to share with a smile for your younger siblings.
Okay, a little less sure about that one.
Wow, sounds like an old soap opera.
That's why! To keep costs down at home, you chose to enroll at the Argyle's campus, which has lower age limits and free tuition!
Actually, you pretty much nailed it.
But lots of company-affiliated schools have free enrollment too.
Why'd you decide to become a public security officer?
Well, before I went into foster care, I wasn't a good kid. This one time, I overestimated my abilities against a really bad person, and nearly ended up losing my life for nothing. But even with all that, someone still stood up for me, protected me, and accepted me. It might have been unintentional, but for me it was like coming home to a dream home. So if I could, I also wanted to protect something with my own hands, to pay it forward.
I understand. You chose to become a public security officer to protect others. No wonder you're in charge of this operation at such a young age. Your morals are beyond reproach. I only became an officer to show off to the ladies. I'm just a piece of dirt compared to you.
LOL.
After hearing about your past, I realize I really don't have any dreams of my own. I only took this job for its pension perks.
Don't be like that. I think it's good to have dreams based in reality. Besides, our reasoning for joining the Force might be different. But aren't we all fighting to protect this city, day in, day out?
Wow, Officer Ollie, you're so kind. As a fellow public security officer, I'm filled with pride. I'll have to redouble my efforts to be deserving of such words.
Sorry, ma'am. Huggins gets emotional easily. Don't mind him. Let's push on and check out the next location.
This area is prone to spatial displacement. Not a good spot. Let's head to another deployment point.
Master, I haven't detected any anomalies here. This location is suitable to place bait.
Reporting in, Officer Ollie. Our ether resource trap has been set.
Great work. So it's done. I didn't think talking with those two would be so tiring.
Really? You obviously had no issues with it, Miss Nekomata. And what's more, the thing you said just now about using your hands to protect something, it was just like the real thing. If I didn't know you were just pretending to be me, I might have been moved to tears just like Huggins.
Wanna know why your acting skills were so bad before, Ollie?
Why?
It's because the key to a good disguise is to never completely make everything a lie. You need real experience, or else they'll see through you. Your words will lack conviction. You have to understand the character you're playing. Adding a hint of real-life experience works best, balancing truth and fiction.
So that's it. No wonder your story was so touching. It's because it's a true story.
Hey, don't just assume other people's experiences. I said add a hint. Anyway, if you hadn't messed up giving up the info, I wouldn't have had to go through all the trouble.
I'm so sorry, truly. Hang on, I think I hear something nearby.
Warning. Large numbers of ethereals are converging near the client's location.
Oop.
Hypothesis. This area experiences spatial anomalies that teleport in ethereals from other locations.
What? Now of all times? I'll come up with something. As long as he can hold them off for a few minutes.
What do you mean by come up with something? Officer Ollie, you've seemed a little absent-minded right from the get-go.
That's... You're right. I've actually had something on my mind. The key to this whole watch and wait operation revolves around whether or not these gangsters actually take the ether bait we've laid out for them. That's why I think, before we withdraw, we should check nearby for signs of anyone suspicious, to guarantee that nobody notices anything about today's operation. Gangsters can be tricky after all.
Ah, I see. Drawing on such rich experience? No wonder you're leading the operation.
It's just... You've helped me out so much today running around these hollows. And now, I'm asking you to go the extra mile. It feels... bad.
No, really, it's nothing. Guaranteeing safe operations is what public security officers do.
It sure is. I have the greatest respect for you, Officer Ollie, so just give us the order.
Alright, here's what we'll do. We're gonna split into 2 groups and search for signs of anything suspicious nearby. If we find anything, radio the other team.
Yes, ma'am. So we'll go that way.
I'm with you.
Proxy, we have to go rescue Ollie. These are definitely Ollie's footprints. There's so many ethereals teleporting here. This doesn't look great. I hope he can hang in there. Do you really think some wimpy ethereals can stop me? Look at that! Move it right now! Whispers are tingling. Ollie must be close. These ethereals are never ending. Lucky you! You're next! You can't escape.
Understood.
Ollie's up ahead. Ollie! Hey, Ollie! You can stop shaking now. Everything's fine.
Ah, Miss Nekomata! Proxy, you made it! Oh no. If you're here, does that mean the entire operation has failed all because of me?
It hasn't failed. I managed to think up a way to send those 2 off. I'm completely exhausted. You know, you better take responsibility for turning a simple operation into such a mess. If you can't crack the case and get our commission fee, I'll never let you off the hook. You got that? Ollie? Ollie, answer me!
I think Ollie's still in a state of shock.
No, I'm feeling okay now. I just can't stop thinking about something. Has teaming up with you all, or rather my idea of receiving a commendation, been unrealistic from the start? Watching how you handled things over the course of the operation today left me thinking. You can easily deal with anything that gets thrown at you, but I've only caused you trouble. I got the meeting place wrong, I can't even protect myself from ethereals, and I can't even provide you with the right intel when you need it.
Hey, Ollie! That's enough grumbling for now, okay? Nobody can easily handle every single thing that gets thrown at them. Didn't I tell you before? I almost ended up losing my life for nothing thanks to one bad guy. I wasn't lying about that. So there's actually lots of things I can't do. There are traces of ethereals all around you, Ollie. You must have wiped them out in a panic, right?
Really? I didn't even notice.
Ollie, you were the one who came up with using Internet against these gangsters. You were the one leading this operation, and you were the one who took down these ethereals just now. Who kept yourself alive until we got here. Don't you get it? You're nowhere near as bad as you think. Stop being so hard on yourself, and turn your personal experience and your personality into your very own secret weapon. Huh? It's a message from those other officers. Yes, this is Ollie. What's going on?
Ma'am, your intuition and foresight are truly remarkable.
Huh?
Ma'am, not long after we split up, we spotted this sneaky figure around the setup point, so we apprehended him immediately. This kid was dressed up like a gangster. He might have something to do with the gang we're looking for.
I bet it's like Billy or something.
Where are you right now? We'll head to you immediately, and we can go to the 12th precinct together.
What? Go into the precinct together? Delaney? Huggins? Wait a sec. I'm really far away from you right now. Why don't you take him back to the 11th precinct?
That, it wouldn't be proper.
It's totally fine. You two apprehended the suspect, so the credit's all yours. You should take him back to the 11th precinct for interrogation. Go on now, quickly! I've just taken on another assignment. I'll be watching closely as to how your interrogation goes. Good luck!
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Great work.
That's weird. I only mentioned it offhand. I never thought they'd actually catch a criminal. If you go back with them to their precinct, Ollie, it'll blow our cover. So we have to give them the credit for this arrest. But I'm a little anxious about the outcome of the interrogation. So dust yourself off and hurry back to your precinct. Contact me the moment you hear anything.
Okay, you got it.
Oh boy, the lies are gonna catch up to them.
Proxy, Ollie's already headed off. Let's call it a day as well. I'm so tired. Forgive me for not taking EOS back.
I never expected you to be so patient with Ollie, Nekomata.
Hey, come on. What are you saying? Even my ears are blushing.
Or
I mean, we've put in a lot of work today. If we leave them now, we'd be throwing away our investment. How can I put this? Whenever I used to see a public security officer, I would just avoid them. But after working with these two, I realized they're just a bunch of average Joes. You've also been running around all day, Proxy. Thanks. I bet we'll be getting a message from Ollie sometime soon. Let's get some rest for now. I'll contact you if I hear anything.
Maybe it's not Billy if they're leaving it like that.
Miss Nekomata, 11th Precinct has sent over the results of their interrogation. That sneaky dude they found lurking around the hollows is actually from the gang we're going after! He's already flipped. He told us how they sent him out to snoop around because they'd heard about and were interested in our bait.
Oh, and under what circumstances did he give up this information?
Huh? Why do you ask? Is that important?
Of course! If he keeps silent, then there's definitely a connection. But if he gets suddenly angry, then perhaps you misread the situation. Or perhaps you're completely right. If he keeps saying, "I can't say," it means there are conditions you have to meet before he'll talk. A gang member capable of hollow exploration like this is certainly no amateur. If he won't spill everything out of desperation, you should be very skeptical about anything he says.
You're so knowledgeable! But the interrogation was carried out by the 11th Precinct, so we only have access to the written report. There's no way of knowing the specifics of the interrogation. And there's something else that's troublesome. If this guy doesn't report back to his gang, it might expose our trap. So, to avoid that possibility, the Precinct decided to immediately use him in a sting to catch the rest of his gang. They asked him to leak info to his gang, saying that the ether resources are legit, and the gangs decided to make a move on it.
Meow. Something about this operation still seems fishy to me. I'll just have to bite my tail and go with the flow for now.
Meow wow.
That's everything that happened. According to that gang member, the gang tends to use a pretty large group for the robbery. There's a small team of 3 to 4 individuals assigned to handle the transportation and disposal of the stolen goods once the job is done. Ollie's mission this time is to lead a small team along with a defected gang member and capture those involved in fencing the stolen goods. They'll head to the Hollow in a little while to carry out the mission.
Ollie's going to lead a team into the Hollow himself? What if he runs into ethereals?
He says he's been training in a simulator ever since we got out last time. And this time he's got a team with him, so it should be okay. I've already talked to him. This time we're gonna follow him at a distance and play things by ear. If he needs our help with anything, he'll find a way to message us in secret.
Ready and waiting.
I'm at your wish is my command.
At your disposal.
Reporting in, Officer Ollie. Our team and the main force at the resource point are all in position. Operation Watch and Wait is ready to go. Over.
Roger that. All right, Alberto. You're our informant, so it's time for you to take the stage. Give your boss a call.
Yes, sir. Hello? Yeah, boss, it's me.
Alberto, glad you still remember who's boss. My patience was seconds away from wearing thin after not hearing from you in so long.
Sorry, boss. I had a problem with my carrot, and only just got it fixed. But it's all sorted now.
You better not mess this up. I've got the location that you sent over. Is it the right place?
Don't worry, I got the scoop when I was out gathering intel last time.
All right. We're gonna get the goods now. You go meet up with the vehicles. Out.
I did everything you said, sir.
Okay. Next, you'll take us to the ones responsible for selling the stolen goods.
Proxy, Ollie's group is about to get moving. We should get going too.
Master, please remotely assist Ollie in reaching his destination.
He's too
I have
cooperative.
updated your system with Ollie's location. Please make sure that the path you take with Ollie is unobstructed.
Their path out is blocked by an iron gate.
Detected. An electrical switch that controls the door. I've marked
Meow,
the location
meow.
of the switch in your system.
It's open! Your virtual assistant is useful after all. Ethereals! We can close the door with that button over there so Ollie will know he should switch paths.
Miss Nikomata, your help from afar is invaluable.
No worries, just keep going. Leave the rest to me.
In position.
Let's do that. That'll teach ya. Over here. Yourself wide open! Watch your back!
Easy.
I'm hearing interference on the comms device. Don't stray too far away. How far from the stolen goods are we?
There is a shortcut, but seems like we're good to go.
Looks like someone's sneaking up behind Ollie and company.
Is a trap.
It's gonna hit me! It's a best!
I really can't. She's really adorable. Really like.
Weird. Why are there bandits here? What happened? Where did they go? Look how the hollow is shifting. Gang set us up. We fell into their trap.
What? What's going on? I thought there were only supposed to be a few of them covering the sale. What are all these guys doing here? This isn't good. We're outgunned.
Everyone, just calm down and get ready to make a break for it!
Don't you think it's a little late for that?
Boss, we rounded up the officers, except for the one leading them.
So, this is what you had planned all along?
Of course it's a trap. Never thought the hunter would become the hunted, did you?
You, don't tell me you...
We're a gang making a living stealing ether resources. We always know where the grass is greener. Killer job like that pops up on internet? You better believe we're gonna look into it. If you ask me, your mistake was being way too eager to get what you want. And trusting the word of a gangster. Anyway, we'd be rude not to accept such a fine gift from public security. Right?
What are you gonna do?
Already shaking with fear. Now, how did a coward like you end up making captain?
Alright, Captain. It's time for you to take the stage. Call up your main force and come up with a reason for them to withdraw from the resource site.
What? No way! I won't!
No? Do you still not understand the gravity of the situation? Help us get this batch of ether resources, and I'll let you live. Isn't that a good deal? Or would you rather wait here with these officers, waiting to be fed to the ethereals?
Ethereals! No, don't! You can't feed me to an ethereal!
Hey, boss! I think ethereals really freaked this guy out. Captain, call up your guys right now. The boss's patience is running out.
No, I can't do that.
Huh?
I don't want to be eaten by an ethereal, but I don't want to lose my job either. If I help you contact the main force, I'll be fired, and my life will be completely ruined!
So what you're saying is, it's better to just end everything here and now.
No, that's not what I meant either! What I'm saying is, I know another way to get the etheric resources without having to involve the other officers.
Huh. Is that a fact? Sure you're not just making stuff up.
Of course not. Please. Please trust me. I'm an orphan and was adopted as a kid. I brought up a whole load of siblings, all unrelated to me, and I suffered
LOL.
so much over the years. I thought becoming a public security officer would mean having a decent job. But after all these years in the department, I've mostly just been sitting on the sidelines. I'm not that young anymore, and this operation might be the last chance I ever get. But seeing as it's doomed anyway, I should really think about myself first and foremost.
Whoa, he's learned to act.
As long as the department doesn't know I'm responsible, the blame won't fall on me, even if the ether resources are lost.
How surprising. The kid really does have some will to live. All right then. Lead the way.
Damn it! I knew something smelled fishy! It was all a setup! The gangsters tricked Ollie!
Well, it's already happened, so all we can do now is adapt and respond. But Nekomata, Belle, what do you think about what Ollie just said?
I think Ollie must have some kind of trick up his sleeve.
Yeah, I think so too. Remember? Back when we first met Ollie, he was terrified. But he still didn't reveal he was actually a public security officer.
Yeah, like she said, he may be unreliable, but he's got more backbone than I expected. And what he was saying to the gangster boss, don't you think it sounded familiar?
He's a bright guy. He's definitely planning something. Let's follow him and see what he's up to.
Come with me. Over there.
So well behaved. Keep an eye on the area for me.
Where's Ollie taking the gang members? Proxy, let's catch up!
LOL, they didn't see us go into their base.
Over here! It's gonna hit me! It's so fast! You can't escape! Lucky you! You're next! Time to sharpen my claws! You're so fast! You can't escape!
Wow, she's really fun to play.
Is Ollie trying to tell us to use the switch?
Okay, we're here. We've arrived at our destination.
Hey, what is this place? This seems pretty far from where you stash your etheric resources.
Please, just hear me out for a moment. When I was out here earlier, laying out the resources, I discovered this weird spatial displacement phenomenon nearby, happening intermittently.
Are you saying all we have to do is just wait here, and a spatial displacement will bring etheric resources to us from who knows where?
Yes, just a little bit longer, and a miracle is going to happen.
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you getting all sweaty? What's that sound?
Boss, this isn't good. Ethereals! There's so many. Where'd they all come from?
I can't take it anymore! Ethereals!
Out.
So Wally took those gangsters to where he got attacked last time.
Looks like he's trying to use the ethereals to weaken the gangsters, to create an opportunity for us.
We shouldn't let his efforts go to waste. Come on, let's get after him. And the gang members won't let him go. Let's hurry up.
That's a roundabout way.
We finally wiped out all the ethereals, boss.
Where'd that sneaky little cop get to, Alberto? How dare he try this kind of stunt on me? I'm gonna skin him alive.
He's over here. We've got him. Come here.
I took you for a jittery coward before. I didn't think you had the guts. You led us to that horde of ethereals hoping they'd take us out. Bet you never thought a bunch of gangsters like us could take them all out, huh?
No. I actually thought of that, but I knew this would be enough.
What do you mean? Make some sense.
What he means is, now I can take you out all by myself. Well, you guys want to join too?
Go now, child.
My turn! It's gonna hit me! That'll teach ya! It's a fact! It's a fact! Look, don't blame me if you get hurt. Lucky you! You're next! He's heading that way! Run him down! That all you got? Let's get him! Move it right now! Finally stop? I'll try my claw! Check this out! I found you! Time to
How much longer are you gonna bug me?
That's why you all surrendered, of course.
Dream on!
She's just one girl! Take her out!
Watch out! Get him!
Get her!
She's just some lousy cat.
Meow.
Would you care to say that one more time?
You stupid cat!
Told you I could take all you out just by myself.
Hee.
Miss Nekomata, Proxy, you really came.
Ollie, pull yourself together. You're safe now.
Yeah, I know, I'm okay. I'm just feeling a little flustered, you know, having seen so many ethereals.
Those gangsters almost tore you to pieces, but you're still fixated on the ethereals? You really are something.
LOL.
But anyway, you did a pretty good job just now, Ollie.
That's right. If you hadn't thought so quickly to use the ethereals to weaken them, Nekomata and I wouldn't have been enough to take them out.
Well, you know, now that I think about it, that really was kind of unbelievable, wasn't it? My mind just about went blank once I realized we'd been double-crossed. And I don't know why, but I suddenly thought of what Miss Nekomata said before. Turn your personal experience and your personality into your very own secret weapon.
So, you figured out the way I do things, and tricked those gangsters the same way I would've? Great work! And thanks to your quick thinking, your lies went a whole lot more smoothly this time.
It's because what I said wasn't all lies.
Meow?
Meow?
Well, didn't you tell me that it's best to mix in some of your own personal experience if you want to get someone to believe your lies? Well, I really am an orphan. I was the oldest kid at the orphanage, and I really did have to more or less raise a whole load of siblings, all unrelated to me. The reason I chose Argyle's was because of the free tuition, due to family finances.
That was true?
If your finances were so bad, why didn't you go to a company-affiliated school? I have heard lots of company-run schools offer scholarships. And with your ether aptitude, you probably would have gotten some more lucrative job offers once you graduated.
Some orphans who get out into the real world feel shackled by self-doubt or the distressing memories of their early years, and they happen to find themselves on a path irreversibly in pursuit of money and survival. Of course, I don't mean to say anything bad about people like that. After all, it is what it is. But as an older brother, I never want to see my younger siblings like that. I wanted to become a public security officer so I could stand with my head held high and tell them we can all become amazing people. But I'm no role model. I've done nothing really after all these years. I mean, I've never even been awarded so much as a simple commendation before.
No wonder you were so intent on getting some recognition before. It was all because of this. But I think your wish just might have come true.
Huh?
Good role models aren't defined by the accommodations they're awarded, but by the actions they take. You showed ingenuity and bravery during the mission. You not only saved public security from losing those ether resources, but you also arrested all those criminals. Are those not the actions of a good role model?
Really? I did all that?
Sure did. So keep your head up high. Your brothers and sisters, they're all gonna be proud of you too. Anyway, everything's settled for now. So, I'll leave the rest of it to you public security officers to handle.
Great. Our partnership has reached a successful conclusion.
I don't know if I'll get a bonus this time, but I'll pay both your fees as soon as I get back to the precinct.
I'm sure you'll get your bonus. But as for my cut, I don't want it.
Huh? Miss Nekomata, what are you talking about?
I said you don't have to pay me. Just pay the proxy. Take your bonus and buy those kids something nice. Kids who grew up with nothing cherish whatever gifts they're given. This is just... It's just what I found in my personal experience.
In that case, let's split the remainder. But Ollie, we have a condition. Remember what you said today, and keep being a good role model for those kids.
Yeah! And if I ever catch even a sniff that you've gone crooked, then you can bet I'll be the first one after you.
Thanks so much! I promise, I'll definitely keep up my end of the deal too.
She's so cool and adorable.
Proxy! It's me!
Oh, are you finally gonna work in the store to repay the Cutting Hairs' debt?
No way. I just came by today to bring you some fresh fish.
There's no such thing as a free lunch, Nekomata.
Don't be so suspicious, you two. They're from Ollie.
Ollie sent this? He's a public security officer. Where'd he get so much fish?
LOL.
After he was told he'd be getting his bonus, he said he went back to the orphanage last weekend. He went ahead and told them all the presents were for me, so all the kids went out fishing with him to say thanks.
Ollie's a good guy getting you your favorite food.
Well, yeah, but don't stereotype us Thyrids. Sometimes we want a little variety. Something nicer. Like steak.
Fish.
Crab legs. Anyway, I've got way too much now, so I want to share some with you. Take half of it. I insist. Amber, you... What are you doing here?
I'm just returning a tape. Ah, proxies. That's a lot of fish. I didn't buy it. It was a gift from Nekomata's friend.
Hey, Ambi, what do you mean by, exactly?
Nothing. It's just a little surprising you have friends who give you gifts. Not like the rest of us Cutting Hairs.
Well, of course I do, because I'm actually super popular. Definitely. Enough to call me a role model for the Cutting Hairs.
Yeah, the very role model of a Cutting Hair.
Huh? You just agreed. Just like that?
So?
It's nothing. Ugh, why do I feel like all this was a waste of time?
I'm going back to the Cutting Hairs now, Nekomata. You coming? Want me to carry some fish?
Okay. We'll be going then, Phaethon. See ya!
All things considered,
Hee.
the commission ended pretty well. Well, it's fish for dinner tonight.
I've had too much fish recently.
Awaiting further in 1, 2, yes, all accounted for. Headmaid Rena, at your service.
Next story.
Good afternoon, dear guy. Oh, no. I suppose I should call you, oh, great manager here.
Oh, welcome to Random Play.
It's not here, Rena. I'll go check the shelves back there.
Oh, well, all right. Oh, the shelves have hard edges. Be careful not to bump into them and hurt yourself.
Who's the old lady? Is she looking for something?
Oh, my apologies. I forgot to introduce you. That's my client, Granny Leisha. I'm helping her look for a special sort of sweet cake.
Sweet cake? Sounds delicious. Is it a kind of dessert?
I don't believe so. It's not just a sweet cake. According to Granny, it's a sweet cake with a silly smile.
Rena, the silly sweet cake isn't on the shelves either. I'll check under the counter.
Okay, Granny, but please don't disturb the other customers.
I think Granny is schizo.
She can't quite tell me what this silly sweet cake is, but she really wanted to come to 6th Street to search for it, so I thought I'd try my luck at your store.
I just can't find it, Rena. I can't find the silly sweet cake anywhere.
Oh, please calm down, Granny. I'm here to help.
Okay.
Do you have any movies about silly, smiling sweet cakes, manager?
We've got a lot of silly comedies, but none about sweet cakes. I can't imagine what that'd look like.
It's a sweet cake that's this big, all round and chubby, and it's so funny when it giggles. Where did it go?
We spent the morning looking in the dessert stores, and none of them had a sweet cake that was this big. Silly sweet cake might refer to something round that looks like it's smiling?
Is it a bangbu?
Well, we're out of dessert stores, so I'll take her to the toy shops this afternoon.
You just reminded me. Round and with a silly smile? That sounds like Mr. Panda at the coffee shop.
Ooh, a glimmer of hope. I rarely come to 6th Street, so I'm not very familiar with the area. Thank you for your suggestion, manager. Come on, Granny Leisha, let's head over.
Rena, I can't walk anymore. My legs hurt, and my mouth is dry.
We have been walking around for hours. Granny, why don't you rest here a while?
Mr. Panda is in the coffee shop next door. I'll go take a picture. I'll show it to Granny, and she can decide if it's the sweet cake she's looking for. I'll be right back.
Thanks for your help. I'll stay here and look after Granny while you're gone.
Panda.
The bottom layer is vegetable and ham sandwiches, the middle layer is fresh out of the oven butter scones, and the top layer is low-sugar fruitcake.
Rena is making food again.
Wow! For tea, I have prepared rose tea and red tea. Do you take it with milk and sugar, Granny Lacia?
Wow!
I only went to get a photo, and you've managed to set up such an extravagant afternoon tea.
Ah, manager! You're back just in time. Please come and enjoy Rena's specialty afternoon tea. Due to the situation at hand, I was unable to make anything myself, so these were all carefully selected from nearby shops while helping Granny look for the sweet cake.
Oh, good.
That's a relief. I can eat the low-sugar cake without worrying about my diet.
Sweet cakes? Picture?
Oh, right. I took a photo of the silly sweet cake. Is this it, Granny?
What do you think, Granny Lacia? Does it look familiar?
Nope, this isn't it. I'm looking for the drooling sweet cake.
Huh? I thought you were looking for the silly sweet cake.
No, it's the drooling one. Oh, no. I'm looking for the loud-mouthed sweet cake. The whole corridor can hear it when it cries.
I understand. Well, don't worry. I'll help you find whatever kind of sweet cake you're looking for. Manager, can I have a word? I owe you an explanation.
Sounds like a bamboo.
First of all, please allow me to express my thanks and apologize for any inconvenience. You see, this lady isn't just any client. She's my evaluator. I participate in the new Eridu Housekeeping Association's assessment each year on behalf of Victoria Housekeeping. This time, my assessment for the best service of the year is to serve Lacia Christie. Yes, Granny Lacia. I had a general idea of what the service would entail as I've participated in previous years, but this time's a little different. Granny Lacia didn't ask for any housekeeping services. She just keeps asking me to help her find sweet cakes. This test is trickier than I had expected. She might deliberately be giving me a difficult challenge. But I'll take care of things myself. I wouldn't want to affect your business.
It's okay. There's not much going on with the store. Let me keep helping Granny. 6th Street is my turf after all.
Really? Oh, that'd be great. You're an amazing guide, both in and outside the hollows. Then let's cover all corners of 6th Street and capture photos of any suspicious sweet cakes that fit the criteria.
Puppy. Speaking of gotcha. We are 9 subs away from rolling a new emote. And every sub adds 30 minutes to the timer.
The afternoon sun is exceptionally pleasant. Like, leaving so soon?
Is there really anything here that fits the criteria of a sweet cake? It's round, and it makes a lot of sound. Oh, it's a record! This music store has impeccable taste. The collection is... this record. Just looking at the cover reminds me of something interesting.
Are the songs on this album good? Or does hearing it bring back some interesting memories?
Both. There was an incident during the recording of this album. One of the performers quit temporarily. My job was to save the day and perform in her stead. That was a challenging job. Can you guess which instrument I was in charge of?
Based on the way you fight, I'd guess the piano?
The electric guitar!
I never would have guessed.
Wow.
Right. We've taken pictures of everything we can think of. Let's go back to Granny Laisha. Her sweet cake keeps changing form, but I don't mind it much. The Housekeeping Association's assessments were always the same in the past. Either a normal service job or going into a hollow to deal with ethereals. Finding something made up is unexpected, but at least it's creative. Let's hope these photos contain the sweet cake Granny wants.
Oh, you're back! Rena and, Rena's little sidekick. Yes.
So that's what I am now.
I'm not a sidekick, I'm the manager here. Please call me the famed Manager Belle. Or just Belle is fine.
Sorry, Manager Belle. Please allow me to apologize on her behalf. Okay, Granny, we have the pictures. Are any of these the loud sweet cake?
No, none of these are the sweet cake. The one I'm looking for... Oh, I remember now! Waves. The sweet cake was floating on white waves up and down. Yes, that's it. It was a white wave sweet cake, just like the one always floating around you, Rena.
I'm glad to hear you like my bamboo, but they're not sweet cakes. They're my trusted companions, with their own names. For example, this little blonde bamboo with bangs is called Drusilla. Oh, if I hadn't turned on silent mode earlier, it would certainly be making a fuss about how the sweet cake has changed yet again by now.
Yeah, why has it changed again? A white wave sweet cake that looks like Drusilla? What could it be?
Master, if I could interrupt. By combining the keywords Laisha Christie and waves, I have found a news article about an incident involving a Miss Metropolitan beauty pageant dropout.
That voice just now.
It's the smart voice assistant on my phone. Don't worry about it.
Oh! Well, that's a very thoughtful AI assistant. Of course, I understand it's your little secret. Further inquiry would go against Victoria Housekeeping's rules of etiquette. In any case, it's a timely tip. Let me check the news. I should be able to find it on my phone. Miss Metropolitan Dropout. Ah, here we go! And it's actually a news article from 41 years ago. On the night of the highly anticipated finals, top contender Leisha Christie, favored to win, suddenly drops out, conceding her Crest of Waves. I see! So the Crest of Waves is a round crystal trophy awarded to the winner. There's also a photo of the dropout attached. If I compare it, it's true. I never would have expected the housekeeping evaluator would be the star of such a contest. What a mysterious lady. The sweet cake floating up and then down. Ah, it must refer to Granny losing the trophy. If that's the case, it's easy. We simply need to bring her the Crest of Waves trophy.
That's not gonna be easy, Rena. It's a trophy from 41 years ago.
The competition is held every year, even now. I just happened to have participated last year.
Wait, Rena, you participated in Miss Metropolitan?
Yes, the competition was divided into many sections, such as singing, acting, painting, cooking. Can you guess which I took part in?
God, I hope not cooking. Hi.
Based on my last guess with the instruments, I'd have to assume something unlike you, like... cooking?
Why is cooking unlike me? I'm a little curious, but never mind. I'll tell you. The answer is all of them! Actually, that year's competition was in urgent need of a makeup artist, so I stepped in to help. It was quite busy, but still an enjoyable experience.
Who could have guessed that? I feel like I've been tricked.
Oh, I was just teasing you. Please, don't mind me. But because of that, I know the competition organizers, so asking them for a commemorative trophy shouldn't be a problem.
Rena, can you find my wave sweet cake?
Don't worry, Granny. I'll find it for you. Whatever kind of sweet cake it is. It's getting late. I'll take her home first. You should get some rest too. Thank you again for your help.
Schizo Granny.
It's not behind the shelves.
What?
Granny Leisha, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for the sweet cakes. The silly sweet cake isn't behind the shelf. Ah, I remember you. You can help me find the sweet cakes, right, Priscilla?
I'm not Drusilla. My name is Belle. Say it with me, Granny. Belle. Oh,
Schizo.
forget it. I'm gonna call Rena.
Are you looking for the silly sweet cake again, Granny? Is this still part of the assessment? Oh, but it's okay. I still have the pictures from yesterday. Here, Granny. Are any of these photos the sweet cakes you're looking for? Granny? Granny, are you listening? She's completely focused on the TV. Manager, what's that on the TV in the corner? Is that an ad for a movie?
Yeah, it's Invasion Next Gen. It's about a hollow appearing in the city, and the ethereals inside it.
It's a hollow. There's a hollow! The sweet cakes are in danger!
What's wrong, Granny? That's just a movie, it's not real. My Drusilla! If this is still part of the assessment, it seems a little bit excessive. Or perhaps Granny really was affected by the ad. We should go check on her, Manager. Drusilla has a GPS chip, so don't worry, we won't lose her.
She's actually so schizo. Granny Schizo, sit down.
I can't run anymore. My legs hurt, and my mouth is dry.
Have you calmed down now, Granny Leisha?
You guys.
No need to act so surprised. We've been right behind you since 6th Street and all through Lumina Square.
You... who are you? I don't have any money or anything of value. Why are you chasing me? I don't know you.
Huh? Granny Leisha, are you being serious? I'm Rena, and this is the video store manager, Belle.
No. No idea who you are.
Then, do you still remember the sweet cakes you're looking for? The silly sweet cake, loud sweet cake, and wave sweet cake?
Sweet cakes. Ah, yes, I remember. I'm looking for my sweet cakes, but I've lost them all. I arranged to look for sweet cakes with someone yesterday. Who was it again?
What's going on? Is the Housekeeping Association's assessment process really this complicated?
With her reaction to that ad, I'm afraid this is more than just the housekeeping assessment. Have you heard the medical term, cognitive corruption syndrome?
I'm pretty sure it's just called dementia.
Anyone who stays too long in a hollow may develop the disease in their later years, regardless of their ether aptitude.
Just call it dementia.
Symptoms include rapid memory decline, cognitive disorder, and repetitive speech. In severe cases, one's memory can regress to that of decades ago, forgetting everything that occurred afterward.
You mean, she really forgot us?
I'm just speculating. But having provided care for elderly individuals with this condition in the past, it's all far too familiar. The constantly changing sweet cakes, not recognizing us. If it's not an intentional act, then it seems like the most likely possibility. Either way, I'll take Granny home first. There are plenty of ways I can confirm my hypothesis. Thank you, Manager. You must be tired too. You should go back and rest.
Goodbye, Granny.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience caused to your store these past few days. Please, pass on my apologies to Wise, too.
Rena apologized to me? Well, I don't really mind. You're at the store every time Granny turns up, and I've conveniently missed every encounter.
Ah, you're both here.
That was fast. Is Granny's house close to here?
She lives near Lumina Square, so it didn't take long. But I'm a little worried about her. I checked with the neighbors. She's lived alone for a long time, and she does suffer from cognitive corruption syndrome.
So Granny isn't intentionally giving Rena a difficult task. She's just not fully aware. I'm surprised the Housekeeping Association chose her for the assessment. By the way, why didn't Drusilla resist when it got taken by Granny? It's a combat bangbu. It could have easily gotten away from her.
Is it because it had been switched to silent mode?
Even in silent mode, Drusilla can move on its own. I asked the same thing on the way here, and it gave me an unexpected answer. When Granny carried it away, she kept saying, "I can do it. I can protect you." That made it mistake Granny for me.
Huh? Is that possible? You two don't look alike at all. Could that phrase be some kind of passcode?
The Drusilla in front of you is actually designed based on a doll I picked up when I was little. I didn't have many friends at the manor back then. All I had to talk to was the doll I named Drusilla. Father didn't like the doll. He said it was something the servants had used and told me to throw it away. But how could I throw away my only friend? So, I hid it in various places, trying hard to prevent my father from finding it. Under the bed, in the wardrobe, under the covers, constantly telling it, "I can do it. I can protect you." When I became an agent and decided to use Bangbu in combat, I handed this doll over to the manufacturer. Surprisingly, during their inspection, they found a tiny recording device inside the doll. As expected, it was already filled with the phrase, "I can protect you." So, impulsively, I transferred the recording data, along with the name Drusilla, to the Bangbu.
A manor... servants. So you were actually a wealthy heiress living in a mansion when you were younger, Rena? Now's not the time to pry. Let's get back to Drusilla.
Granny was muttering the same thing when she rushed out of the video store with Drusilla. To call it a passcode is actually fitting.
You're saying she mistook Drusilla for one of the sweet cakes and took it out of the store to avoid some kind of danger?
Judging from that ad that affected Granny, her sweet cakes were once, or are now, in danger because of a hollow.
But just what are these sweet cakes? We'll struggle to get to the bottom of things if we're unable to figure that out. However, the competition dropout and Crest of Waves trophy were both real at least, and the Wave sweet cake is still an important clue. I'll bring it back with me and talk to Granny. Oh, I didn't realize how late it was. Sorry to keep the two of you.
It's okay. It's still early for us.
Thank you. How about I bring some special tea treats I made myself as a token of my appreciation?
There's really no need.
Then I best be off. Please do let me know if Granny turns up at the store again.
Am I not gonna explore a hollow in this story? Or maybe it's only the last part of the story. Weird.
How are you, manager? Has Granny been to your store lately?
No. Has something happened?
I obtained the Crest of Waves replica trophy this morning and went to take it over to her. But the place was empty, and her door was ajar. The neighbors say she caused a commotion late last night, banging on doors claiming a hollow was coming, and she was going to White Wave Hospital to save the sweet cakes. She's been searching for sweet cakes everywhere for weeks now, so nobody took it seriously, and they convinced her to go back to her room and go to sleep. but by morning she'd disappeared. She often goes out early to look for the sweet cakes, but this is the first time she hasn't locked her door, and the first time she's mentioned White Waves Hospital. It just seems odd. I filed a missing person report to public security, so I'm just waiting to hear from them now.
Gone to White Waves Hospital to save the sweet cakes? That's a new clue.
Searching for information on White Waves Hospital. White Waves Hospital is a renowned, large-scale, comprehensive medical facility in New Eridu. Earlier...
Wait, 41 years ago? That's the same year as that competition.
With funding from both the government and the public, White Wave Hospital, which has been relocated several times, retained most of its medical resources. Its symbol is a white wave.
A white wave? Is it a coincidence? Or have we been wrong from the start? The beauty pageant, the hospital, the wave? There must be a connection between the three. If you'll excuse me, manager, I'm going to contact a friend who works in medicine to investigate.
Let me know if you hear anything about Granny, even if she doesn't remember my name.
Well, as my current client, I must ask you to forgive her rudeness. I'm her maid, so please allow me to remember your name in her stead. Well then, I'll be going. Please don't let my affairs affect you. You have your own business to run, after all.
LOL.
Awaiting further instructions.
I'm at your disposal.
Ready and waiting.
I shall follow your order. Thank you for the recognition.
Finally some action.
Preparations complete. I'm ready to begin, dear guide.
Dear guide. I like the sound of that.
Unfortunately, I cannot base my terms of address on personal preference. Using the correct titles in the right situations is important etiquette at Victoria Housekeeping. Now, let's get back to Granny. Based on our current intel, I'm certain her cognitive corruption syndrome is getting worse. Her memory has already regressed to that day 41 years ago.
That day... 41 years ago.
Yes. The Miss Metropolitan dropout incident and the White Waves Hospital Hollow disaster both happened on the same day, and Granny Leisha was involved in both.
But what does this have to do with Granny's search for sweet cakes?
There is a connection. A big one. The sweet cakes are the link between these two events, and have been the source of strife in Granny's heart for 41 years. It's a long story. I had to contact a lot of people and piece it all together. But we don't have much time, so let's talk on the way. Granny Leisha from 41 years ago. She'd have been around my age now. She worked as a nurse at the White Waves Hospital back then. She was in charge of taking care of the newborns.
Don't just smile at me. Go to sleep already. The more sleep you get, the quicker you'll grow. You're drooling. Let me wipe it off. Hey, that's quite the set of pipes you've got. Can you keep it down? You're going to frighten the other babies.
The hospital was short-handed, so Granny Leisha was always busy. Still, she loved her work. Of course, aside from her work, she had other things she wanted to accomplish. Oh dear! Looks like we've got a bit of a situation. Let's tackle the issue at hand first.
This door. Looks like it needs 2 people to open it. Look, there's another button to control the door over there.
They can handle pressing the buttons.
Leave it to me! Not you! Both of us!
I'll leave these 2 children with you, Proxy. Please bring them with you as you search for a way forward.
Temporary access permissions for Drusilla and Anastella received. Action request approved. Initiating override.
Me, pick me!
The operational interface has been switched to Anastella.
Lead Anastella to push the button ahead. Great. Now Drusilla can get through.
I've stepped on the button!
Hee.
You can use the permissions I've granted you to switch between them.
We're here! Both of us! I'm here! Drusilla too!
There's another up ahead.
There's a large switch up ahead. Seems like we need 2 Bangbu to step on it.
Leave it to Anastella and me! Go, go, go! Drusilla, let's do it together! Ooh, treasure! I found the gear coins! I found them! I'm standing on it! It's your turn, Anastella!
You can do it. It's up to you guys to press that switch.
Once they both get through, they'll be able to step on the main switch.
Main switch won't budge! Need Drusilla! We're here! Gonna step on the main switch! Hiya! Hiya!
Aren't my little Bangbu amazing? Our guide is pretty amazing too, of course. Now then, let's proceed. Let me continue with Granny's story. When she was young, Granny dreamed of becoming an actress. So she signed up for a beauty contest in her free time. That's right. It was the Miss Metropolitan pageant. Not just her colleagues, but she too was surprised at how far she got. Let's walk and talk. Granny emerged as the dark horse that year. To everyone's surprise, the judges gave her high scores. And just like that, Laisha Christie made it into the finals. Yet, on the day of the finals...
Is she coming? I remember in the news.
In a corner of the broadcasting room, numerous screens were showing the broadcast of the glamorous stage, but among them, an old TV was airing a piece of breaking news. It was a holo alert for areas including the White Waves Hospital. And so, on the screens showing that magnificent stage, the rising star who was about to be crowned Beauty Queen ran down the red carpet steps without turning back and headed to the place on that old TV screen. Seems we have some uninvited listeners up ahead. Let's pause the story there for now.
The sweet cakes were babies.
Able to assist.
Copy that.
Use your face, please.
Please.
Counter! It's over! Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Open fire!
At your service.
Go now, child. Just one strike. Yeah. It's over!
Master, we can reach depths of the hollow if we keep going this way. Once you enter, you won't be able to return. Make sure you've done everything you need to do before moving forward.
Ah, it's yet another strange door.
Yeah, and more different mechanisms.
That should be where the main switch is.
Time to step on the button again? Step on the button, step on the button!
Temporary access permissions for Drusilla and Anastella received. Action request approved.
I'm standing on it! Stepped on it! One more ahead!
We're very close to our destination now, Rena.
Yes, and Granny's story is coming to an end.
Hee hee, they're cute.
Are the kids all right? Oh no! The main door is blocked. I remember the emergency exit should be... Ah! I found it! Don't be scared. I'm coming! I'll protect you all!
The hospital had already been enveloped by the hollow. It was pitch black everywhere, and things were in chaos. Leisha didn't have time to worry about her tattered pageant gown. She took off her high heels to run and climb barefoot. She kicked away the obstacle that blocked the main door. In a panic, she couldn't remember the names of all the children. Relying on her memory, she searched for one swaddled baby after another. Those clothes were all imprinted with the hospital's wave pattern. One baby giggling happily in the hollow. One baby that was drooling. And another that cried at the top of their lungs. They were the wave sweet cakes Granny was searching for.
That must have been when she contracted cognitive corruption syndrome. This is the last obstacle.
Let's get rid of it in one fell swoop and find Granny. As usual, I'll leave you to take the little ones.
Turn around! Turn around! You're going the wrong way!
We'd better take it with us.
Box can press button too! Let's do it together! 3, 2, 1! 2, 1!
Biosignatures detected up ahead.
Granny Leisha should be there.
Yes, we should hurry up.
Sufficient gear coins paid. Authentication successful. Opening valve.
These two bamboo are pretty convenient.
Thank you for the compliment. We might have to battle ethereals later, so I'm going to withdraw your access for now.
Not here. Or here.
Oh, good. We found her, and she doesn't look hurt. Just not in a stable emotional state.
I lost all the sweet cakes. The sweet cake with a silly smile. The sweet cake with a loud voice. And the drooling sweet cake. I couldn't protect any of them.
Huh? Rena, Didn't you say all the sweet cakes had been saved back then?
Yes, I'm quite certain they were all saved. There's only one explanation. She doesn't even remember them being saved. Her memory has regressed to the night she was at the hospital, so she can only search for her missing sweet cakes. For her, the conclusion no longer exists. Granny Leisha, do you remember me? I'm Rena, and the new Eridu Housekeeping Association appointed me to help you.
Sweet cake! It's a sweet cake! Don't be scared. Even if you're all that's left, I'll protect you.
Multiple ethereals detected, rapidly approaching this area.
Rena, Granny Leisha, we need to get out of here. It'll be dangerous to stay any longer.
Ethereals are coming, Granny! Come on, we have to go!
Don't be scared. I'll protect you. I will.
You have to let go, Granny. That isn't your sweet cake.
It's a sweet cake. I won't lose another sweet cake.
She won't listen. What do we do, Rena? Rena?
Name, Leisha Christie. Nurse ID 2107. Your sweet cakes aren't lost. The silly, smiling sweet cake still loves to smile. She became a maternity nurse, just like you. The loud sweet cake doesn't talk much over the phone. But he said he'll come see you. Right after his concert finishes. The drooling sweet cake has already become a senior investigator. He might be off fighting ethereals as we speak. You didn't lose them, Granny. They just grew up. Now, it's finally their turn to protect you.
All.
Please wait there, Granny. We'll be done with things here soon. Wow!
Target acquired. Here we go! It's over! Open fire!
I found you.
By your will.
Go now, child.
Counter!
Wow!
Just one strike!
At your service.
You cannot stop me.
Target confirmed! Fire's ready! Here we go!
Leave it to me, Sir Lancome.
Roger! Prepare to burn!
Ready and waiting.
It's over! Counter!
Yes, master.
Here we go! Just one strike! See? Yeah! It's over! Flames, obey me! See?
We're out of danger, and Granny Leisha has calmed down. How are you feeling? Do you recognize me now?
Wow, that's so many ethereals.
You look familiar. I think I've seen you before. On TV?
It's okay if you don't remember me. But do you still remember looking for the sweet cakes?
Sweet cakes? Not a fan of cakes. They're sticky and dry out your mouth.
LOL.
That's the one thing you gotta remember.
Do you remember anything that happened the last few days? What you had for breakfast, where you were, and who you spoke to yesterday?
No, I don't remember. Oh, I remember now. I'd lost something for a long time, and a kind soul helped me find it. Oh, what was it I lost? I can't recall. And who was it that helped me?
That's okay. As long as you found it, the who isn't important. I'll remember all the unimportant details for you. Well now, I'd already contacted all the sweet cakes before we went into the hollow.
Hehe.
They're on their way to Granny's place, so we'd best be getting back.
Ah, there you are, Miss Rena. I'm your contact from the new Eridu Housekeeping Association. Regarding your call, did you have an update for us?
Yes, I've completed the assessment. Shall we discuss the specifics at Granny's house?
About that, Miss Rena. I have to apologize. After double-checking, we realized she wasn't the client for your assessment.
What do you mean?
We got her mixed up with a lady of the same name, Leisha Christie. Actually, this elderly lady came to the association a few times, saying she's looking for her sweet cakes. But staff always got rid of her. But someone got careless that day. They let her in the assessment reception room and then... well, the rest was a coincidence.
If it weren't for carelessness and coincidence, she'd still be out there searching. So things turned out okay.
As for the official assessment, could I ask you to file with the association as soon as possible?
Later, perhaps. I need to get her home first. There are several people waiting for her.
I'll go with you. Perhaps there is some kind of compensation the Housekeeping Association can offer.
Well then, I'll come see you at the store as soon as I'm finished. Hello, Manager. I appreciate your help these last few days.
How is Granny?
The bad news is her memory is in severe decline. She doesn't recognize anyone anymore, let alone her sweet cakes. But the rest is good news. The Housekeeping Association contacted a suitable nursing home for her, and the sweet cakes all agreed to visit her on different days. She may not remember them, but everyone is looking forward to spending time with her. Perhaps one day she'll remember something.
Or
perhaps one day people will find a cure for cognitive corruption syndrome.
That would be nice. Cognitive corruption syndrome. Who knows? I've been in the hollows for so long. Perhaps I have it without even realizing. When I'm old, I might be looking for sweet cakes just like Granny Leisha. No. I'll probably be far more stubborn, rebellious, and unwilling to listen than her.
Looking for sweet cakes sounds like fun. Don't forget to bring me along.
It's a promise then. When that day comes, don't be put off when I turn into Granny Rena, and stick with me until I find my sweet cakes.
Wah. That was fun.
Understood. Yeah.
Time to change shifts. Ready. Yep. It's over. Evade!
Ready and waiting. Handmade Rena, at your service.
I'm at your disposal.
Alright, that's enough, Zenless. Reminder that we are 9 subs away from getting a new emote. And every sub adds 30 minutes to the timer. I'm gonna take a break here and then we can play Splatoon.